Hello everyone and welcome back to this channel. If this is your first time clicking on one of my videos, hello and welcome, and I really hope you do come back. My name is Arlene, I'm a seer, I tap into past, present and future energies. I'm a psychic medium and a healer, and I'm an open channel for the divine. And on this channel you will find twin flame messages from your divine masculines, but also spiritual guidance, and sometimes both together. So I've just recorded a twin flame message, a very confusing indecisive masculine. We got there in the end, thankfully. But yeah, so for anyone who feels like you're on a twin flame journey, I've just posted that. But this is a little message of spiritual guidance to let you know what's coming in right now for the collective, what's happening energetically for everyone on their ascension journey, on their spiritual path. So I'm going to get a message through there in a moment. But let's do open out first in our prayer of protection for both me and you. Now, I never did my closing prayer at the end of my twin flame video, so I will definitely do it at the end of this message to close out the circle and send blessings to you all. But let's set the intention. I set the intention to bring through the highest vibration of unconditional love and healing with this message, channeled through the cosmic heart of Venus. Calling in our heavenly ancestors, our spirit guides, the archangels of love and light, and the ascended masters of the highest pure divine light. I call you in now for your love, your guidance, your blessings and protection throughout as I bring forward a message for the collective. Please and thank you. And so it is. I'm hearing something about a correlation. And what's weird, I'm hearing something about plasma as well, like, and you know, the plasma in your blood. So maybe this is part of like the physical upgrades that are happening right now for the collective, because there's a lot of there's definitely a lot of upgrades to your spiritual gifts, a lot of healing being done to your body, a lot of DNA activations and upgrades going on right now for many of you. Let me see. So the Anunnaki codes coming through as well. I just heard that. Anunnaki light codes are being brought through as well. They're very healing, very powerful codes. As I say, DNA activations. Sorry, some cards just fell out and I decided to keep one that fell out, so I'm putting it back on the table. So let's see. Tell me more here. Lift up the card in a second. Okay. So the card that fell out on the table, the healing hands, comfort, care and healing. Now I feel for many of the people I'm connecting to right now, you are powerful healers. You just emanate that healing frequency. And for most healers, you don't have to be someone who does those physical healing sessions. You know, you've definitely got healing hands for sure, but your essence, your aura is healing to people. Just being around you is healing. But there's something here about healers right now, something about healers, the candle flame. So hope, illumination and guidance. Now I feel this is not just saying about healers, this is saying for the people right now who are feeling a bit lost, because I'm seeing a candle in the dark, and this healing, and the fact it says on it comfort, care and healing. Now I'm not saying the people that are needing some help right now are not healers themselves, but right now I feel this is a message for anyone who's feeling a bit lost. And I feel there's many people who are just going through an awakening right now, because there's a lot of people who are just recently going through a mass awakening that's definitely happening right now on the planet. And I feel there's a lot of people who are searching for that little bit of help and comfort and understanding of what's happening to them. A dark night of the soul makes you feel like you're plunged in to darkness. It makes you feel like your entire world has fallen apart. You get to a point where you're like, I feel completely not myself. I feel completely submerged in darkness, sorrow, misery. And when that happens, you're desperately seeking light. You're desperately seeking that little flicker of hope and light and guidance, and definitely some healing and love. So for many of you who haven't been through a dark night of the soul and come out the other side yet, and who you might be in a dark night of the soul or going through that, just know there is light and there is healing available for you. I mean, I myself, that's why I'm so passionate about not really charging a lot of money for my services. First and foremost, because when I went through my, when I was going through my dark night of the soul, and I started to understand, like, hold on, there's something about this guy I met that's totally turned my world upside down. You know, I just started to understand there was something much bigger about our connection than what I first thought. And then obviously, suddenly, you know, twin flame messages started showing up on my YouTube and things, as it does for most people. And I was so confused. I was going through my biggest awakening in this lifetime, because I've had a number of awakenings and I've always been very connected to spirit. But this was like, when I met my twin, it was also the biggest awakening yet. And it did plunge me into a very dark point in my life. And it did literally uproot me from every single thing I'd known and every single person I'd known. The point where I was too scared to even trust my own children. And, excuse me, and all I would really have loved to have turned to somebody I saw on YouTube for some help or for some guidance or something, but I just couldn't afford it. My life had completely, like a tower moment doesn't even cover it. Everything had turned around for me. The entire community, my entire family, every single friend I'd known, I had no one. And my kids, I couldn't, you know, go to them. They thought I was having some sort of mental breakdown. And, you know, and I would have loved to have had someone, but I looked at prices of people who I thought I seemed like I could trust, and I saw their prices and I was thinking, I can't justify paying $200 for someone to, you know, I couldn't justify that because I couldn't afford it. Being a single mum and running a house and stuff like that. So that's why I'm always so passionate now, like, and especially if people, I hate to make people feel like I'm taking their money, especially when they worked for it or they've not got a lot of it, and it's purely because I've been there myself and I just needed. So that's why I always, if somebody needs help or guidance, I'm always happy to offer it because I've been there myself. The feather. Lightness, messages, spiritual connection. So for many of you watching this right now, you will definitely be seeing feathers. There's a point on your journey. I mean, I literally have a box, an actual box filled with white feathers, because you go on part of your spiritual journey. It's almost like you start seeing more and more numbers. Feathers. Now this is what I would say is more at the start of your spiritual journey, because you get to a point where you don't really need the validation of the numbers and the feathers anymore, you just know. But kind of at the start of your journey, you do. Number sequences are very, very important, and are the white feathers. That's just spirit and the angels letting you know all the time, we're here, we've got your back, you're not alone. And it's when you start to have that awareness that your auric space is filled with other things, there's spirit energies, there's beings, higher dimensional beings and stuff like that. So for whoever I'm connecting to here, you might be starting to see that a lot more feathers. You might be looking for that little bit of comfort and light. So it says a celestial gate. Opportunities and new horizons are opening up for you. Now this is definitely an awakening card. And up here that always makes me think of the third eye. So you're definitely opening up here to your higher dimensional frequencies, and you're starting to see things differently. So you're starting to feel feathers, you're starting to feel all this white light energy around you, and you're starting to understand that there's some kind of new gateway opening up in your life. Something very different happening around you. So moonlit path, your intuition is coming online and you're discovering more about the unconscious mind. And that's exactly what I was feeling with that card. You're starting to understand there's more to this world than the reality that you've been sitting in. You start to understand, and it doesn't even scare you. You know, like before you awaken, if someone told you that there was a being from another star constellation who was coming to visit you in your sleep, you'd be like, panic, call Mulder and Scully. But when you go through your awakening, it's all like, oh, cool. I don't know, I always thought there was more life out there. You start to see things from a whole new perspective, and it doesn't freak you out anymore. So let's see. The Mystic Table. So tools, preparation and readiness. So this is telling me that for many of you, you're coming to an understanding here that you're being prepared for something. You are being awakened for a very important reason. I'm going to find out what your gifts and stuff are that are coming online, because I knew there was a reason why they told me to get these decks out, and now I understand. So it says, a guardian angel, you are protected, you are receiving guidance and support from the angels at this time. This is very much, I feel, a message for anyone who's just going through the start of their spiritual journey. There's a lot of people watching my channel who are very much, they're very high vibrational, they're sitting in a very high frequency now because they've done a lot of healing over the last few years. And I always say, never ever judge someone else's journey against your own, because I mean, I say this to people all the time when they say, oh, I'm not quite understanding what you mean when you say this. I'm not seeing anything through my meditations. I'm not hearing anything. Please do not think that because you're not experiencing the same as myself or other readers that you're not spiritually gifted, or you don't have gifts, or you don't have something to offer, because everybody's at different points in their journey. And I feel this message is for someone here who just needs a bit of comfort that you're not going mad. You're not going mad. You're on a spiritual journey. You are going through an awakening, and you're about to discover more and more and more about this universe as we move into this healing place with Gaia and within ourselves. So yeah, finding that perfect balance. So it says the autumn equinox, harvest, gratitude and balance. Exactly. So I feel this month is definitely awakening many people, and those of you that maybe thought you were awakened might be going through even more changes and transformations, but definitely this month it's bringing balance, it's bringing awakenings, and it says the dream catcher, protection, filtering and energies. So this is telling me that you guys, I don't know why I always say you guys lately. You guys has been my new term for a while. There's something here about your protection and dream state as well. The dream catcher and filtering. So pay attention to your dreams. Your dreams are very significant, and even if some of them can be quite like scary, there's usually a message there as well. But I generally find the scarier dreams are your subconscious mind playing tricks on you, so be careful with that. But usually you start to exactly filter out and understand what dreams are meaningful and what dreams are just your ego mind. So let's see. Give me one more, please. Oh my goodness. So look at that. The key to your new beginnings. So the silver key, solutions, unlocking potential and new beginnings. So for many of you, you're unlocking something here, and the earth's core, stability, grounding, and getting to the core beliefs. So, oh my nose is switchy. So this is just saying you're coming to a point now here where grounding is so important. And I always say for anyone who can't get outside and who can't ground their energy outdoors, because if you're in a part of the world where it doesn't allow that, or if the weather's too bad or something, if you can't just sit beside a door or a window, you can't go a walk somewhere, eat something, have bare feet, but eat something from the ground. Potatoes, carrots, any kind of root vegetable, any beets. Eat something that's from the ground. Mushrooms, potatoes, carrots, swede, anything like that at all. Because when you do eat things that come from the ground, that is a very fast way to ground you into the present moment. So that's just for anyone who can't venture outside for whatever reason, but definitely it's so important to ground your energy somehow. And if that's the easiest way to do it for you, then that's definitely the quickest way to ground yourself. And drinking water is one of the simplest ways to ground yourself into the present moment. Drinking water should be a given for everyone, and the more you drink water, the lighter and more grounded you feel. So just whenever you start to feel, I mean, I remember when I was going through my dark night of the soul at first, I was just drinking like litres of water, like glug, 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 and I couldn't understand why I was drinking so much. And now I know, like, it was definitely required to really push me through that dark night of the soul. Well, look at that. Dream interpretation. So you guys are definitely getting a lot of, there go you guys again. You're definitely getting a lot of dream downloads. I'm just too familiar with you now. You're just you guys. That's it. You're just you guys. You're definitely getting a lot of dream downloads here, because that's 2 cards about dreams that have come through. So you could be experiencing a lot of past life memories and things like that as well. So just write everything down, journal absolutely everything that comes through your dreams, and then decipher it. And you put some sort of interpretation on it, meditate over it. Plant medicines. So this is definitely for my beautiful healers out there. You could have been like a white witch in a past life. Many of us have been. But you use plants as your healing remedies. In the days when we didn't have prescriptions, we didn't have painkiller like paracetamol and ibuprofen, we used plants. And so you definitely have been someone who has been very, very apt with different plants, knowing what different plants heal different parts of the body, the aches and pains, emotional issues and things like that. Spiritual retreat host. So in a past life, you could have been someone who worked with plant medicine, but people could have come to you and actually healed, spent some time with you, live with you in some sort of a beautiful location. And maybe that's something you're being called to do again, holding special retreats in a beautiful location and using those beautiful herbal plant remedies, holistic remedies through plants. Even, beautiful garden spaces. Maybe that's something you could think about, like turning like a beautiful space into a garden and using that as some sort of retreat. Angel readings. So you are very much connected to the angelic realm and you can bring message through from the angels. Spiritual house cleanser is someone who is very good at creating a beautiful, loving, energetic space. I don't know why it's called spiritual house cleanser. It just means you're very good at creating a happy home, a happy environment energetically. You know to place some beautiful lilies over in the corner, or some candles, or have certain colours that create well-being in people, because colours, as we all know, creates the space. Colours creates that frequency you're looking for. So that's for whoever feels they're very good at that. They're very good at creating a very harmonious energetic space. Past lives. So there's something here about you being able to help people tap into their past lives and understand more about their past lives. But you could also have something about your past lives here that has given you some sort of tools to help others in this lifetime. But I do feel this is more for my Akashic readers and things like that. So spell work, so that's that alchemizing, that's divine alchemy. Spell work is just words and intentions. That's all it is. It's boring, right? When you want to alchemize something, you can do it by changing your energy frequency. So when you feel negative, you change up somehow by doing something that makes you feel positive again. That's alchemy. You can transform, like how I used to alchemize through my ascension. I would paint, and a lot of my most beautiful artwork was created with me feeling negative and having to remove the negativity through creating something beautiful. And by the time I'd finished painting, I'd feel amazing, I'd feel happy and uplifted again, and I'd created some artwork. Alchemy. But spell work is literally words and intentions. And if you're putting positive intentions on anything, positive outcome. I set the intention with this to do this. Positive spell work. That's why so many people were deemed as negative or evil witches, because they could very often, their negative words could create negative intentions and could create negative situations. So that is all spell work is. Words and intentions. So for my tarot readers and oracle readers out there, you could definitely be called forward to start working with cards, having your own channels and things, but automatic writing. So that's what I was feeling, kind of journaling, allowing spirit. And I saw a video today, I should try and find it and post it on my thing, that's saying that journaling and using your handwriting is the best way to reset your brain and to make you feel grounded and aligned. So when you feel you want to focus, and that could be another way, so eat some potatoes and do some writing. Perfect. So that's some of the gifts that some of you have that could be going through an awakening right now. So let's see. Let's see which angel numbers or what angel guidance is coming through, and then I'm going to get a message from Inner Oracle deck to close out. Okay. Let's see, can I get a few angel numbers and a few cards here from the angels? What numbers can you give to the people who are connecting with this message right now, please and thank you. So 343, enthusiasm. Approach life with an optimism attitude, even in the face of your challenges. Be excited about the opportunities that are ahead and embrace them with open arms. So this is just saying, know that these dark times are not forever. Be optimistic about the future, because when you go through those dark times, you know you're coming out. I was going to say, you know, you're coming out the tunnel at the other end into the light, but that was kind of the vision I had in my twin flame message as well. But just know the hard times are coming to an end, and the starting over's on the bottom. So yeah, so we'll let that come out by itself. But so 1, 2, 3, progression. You are experiencing forward Trust the natural flow of life and take steps towards your goals with confidence at this time. So you could be seeing 3, 4, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 5. Taking a step forward, let go of old beliefs and patterns that no longer serve you. Prepare to step out of your comfort zone in order to grow and expand. So this is definitely for people who have just come out of a dark night of the soul, or who are just going through their awakening. It's time to take those steps forward. Release the old belief systems, all the belief systems that we've been literally conditioned to believe our entire lives, and move forward with confidence. Reflection, looking inward and evaluate all your actions. Embrace introspection and self-reflection for your own development. So this is what everyone does when they go through their awakening. They go into a bit of a hermit mode, and they tend to stay there until they figure things out. They tend to stay there until they start to understand, okay, I'm awakened, I can hear the angels, I can hear spirit, I'm connected to the divine in a very big way. I have gifts. I am a seer. I'm a healer. I'm getting visions. All these things. You start to realise that you have major gifts, and then you want to explore that. And you feel like until you're ready to truly show your authentic self. But then that's when the comfort zone, stepping out of your comfort zone happens, because then you have to start showing people the real you. Because when you start to show people the real you, they start to then awaken. They start to realise there's more out there. And, you know, that's the way it goes. That's the way we cause that domino effect. Clarity, 5, 4, 3. Trust yourself and the universe to make the necessary changes to achieve your goals. Soon you're going to gain clarity about your life's purpose. So for many of you, I've just showed you some of the gifts that you guys have that are just going through these awakenings. But you're about to get clarity on the next steps of your journey. So just hold tight and know what's happening for you. So 3, 2, 1, letting go, surrender and let go of the control, release resistance and trust in the flow of life, knowing that everything unfolds in divine timing and for your highest good. So 3, 2, 1 could be significant as well. So 210, starting over, did come out. So that's good. You're presented with the opportunity for a fresh start and a new beginning. Release regret and embrace the present moment with openness and optimism. So let's get one more. Let's get one more from the angels. Their guidance here before I get an inner oracle to close out. Ooh. So 898, empowerment. So it says, standing in your power to embrace your true potential with confidence. So that could be some of the numbers you're seeing, but I do feel this is a very, I do feel this is definitely a message for someone who's going to come across this message and they're going to understand straight away, because they're going through it. They're living through this current situation. So let's see. Let's get a message from the inner oracle. This is Rebecca Campbell's newest deck. And it's beautiful, but I just haven't adjusted every single card and what it means yet, so I do have to get to know it a bit more. But let's get a message for this reading, what the angels, what the guides and Ascended Masters want you to know at this time. It's going to be of relevance to this message. Okay. Okay. So I don't know which one of those. So that one, okay. So this one came out. Now this one did catch my eye when I was shuffling, so I wondered if it would come out. So unhookable. Unhookable. There it is there. And let's see what this means. It looks interesting with the rainbow colours. Okay. Let's see. This is the one they wanted. And more or less it opened the book at the page they wanted as well. I love when they do that. Looking at the progress you've made till now, you have arrived, finally. Oh, I love it. Healing and changes are here for you now. We know we've come a long way when those things that once triggered us no longer do. That person, that place, that old story, that family dynamic. After what feels like way too long, all of a sudden, what used to knock you off course or send you into a spin no longer does. So instead of spiraling and giving away your power, you find yourself standing steady, whole and tall. The thing or person that once had power over you no longer does. That wounded past of you has finally healed. This card is a celebration of how far you've come on your journey and how much work you've done. It honours the path you've taken and the journey you've been on so far. To be unhookable means that you've healed that which once threw you off course. To be unhookable means to stand in your own power. To be unhookable means that you draw your strength from within now. To be unhookable means that your roots are deep and your inner connection is strong. Congratulations, you've come such a long way. Honour and acknowledge the progress you've made. Celebrate the spiritual growth you've achieved today. Wow, how aligned is that for this message? Wow, I love it. And I thank the angels and the guides for this beautiful message, and whoever finds it, you're going to find this at the right time. I just know, and I'm setting the intention now that you're going to find this at the right time when you're feeling a bit lost and stuck and confused. This is going to be a message that's going to help you to know you're on the right track and you're completely protected and loved and have lots of love around you from everyone. And I'm here also, as are many other beautiful readers on YouTube, to help you, or anyone who needs it. So thank you for watching, and I send you all so much love. And let's close out with my closing prayer, because I never said it in my last one. So I send you all love and blessings. God bless you, your home, your family and your pets, and God bless your union to come in with your special person very soon. As we all close out and move on with our day or night wherever we are in the world, I've also skipped past the actual prayer, but let's get back to that. Dearest everlasting Father, thank you for all you do for us, and thank you for this time we spent together today. As we all move on with our day or night wherever we are in the world, would you go ahead of us, dwell within us, shine through us, blessing all those who cross our path. God of hope, would you fill us to overflowing today with all joy and peace by the power of your Holy Spirit. In Jesus' name, amen. Take care, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Namaste.